Are you tired of using the same 4 reverb presets on every vocal track you mix? Standard halls and plates sound fine, but they never give you that huge glowing ethereal wash that you hear in big cinematic tracks. Today, we're going to dive into the Steinberg Shimmer plugin to build a rich octave-up vocal effect using one simple send trick that takes less than 5 minutes. So first things first, a shimmer effect is fundamentally a reverb that contains a pitch shifter in the delay loop. This is key because it allows the decaying reverb tail to shift up in pitch, creating a classic angelic sound. To get the most out of shimmer, we're not going to put it directly on the vocal track. We're going to use it as a send effect on an effects channel. If you use it as a send, you must set the mix parameter to its maximum value of 100%. This ensures only the wet signal is sent to the mix bus, and we will control the final balance using the send level. Now for the magic setting, the pitch parameter. The manual actually recommends setting this to +12 semitones for the typical shimmer effect. The default setting is 12, so you might be ready to go immediately. But if it's set differently, make sure you set this to exactly +12. This is the octave shift that creates the ascending harmonic glow.
These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light. Something so wrong ends up feeling so right. I just can't help myself. Why am I here tonight?
Now let's shape the space with the reverb feedback. Reverb sets the overall amount of reverb applied, which dictates the size of the room. I'm keeping this high around 80% for a long tail.
These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light. Something so wrong ends up feeling so right. I just can't help myself. Why am I here tonight?
The feedback control sets the amount of signal sent back into the delay input, controlling the number of repeats.
These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light. Something so wrong ends up feeling so right. I just can't help myself. Why am I here tonight? These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light.
It also affects the density of the pitch shifted repeats, so pushing it too high can make the effect a little chaotic. Finally, we need to clean up the sound using the filter bank. Notice this frequency spectrum at the top. We have a low handle currently at 100 Hz and a high handle at 10 kHz. Now, I usually drag the low frequency handle to about 500 Hz to remove any low-end mud. And I might pull the top one down slightly to mellow out any harshness. This acts as an EQ on the wet effect, which is essential for a clean mix.
Something so wrong ends up feeling so right. I just can't help myself. Why am I here tonight? These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light. Something.
Shimmer can be CPU intensive, especially with high feedback and reverb settings, so keep an eye on your system usage. Listen to the vocal without the effect.
These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light.
And now listen as I slowly bring up the send level.
These are the days that will lead to dark nights when the morning appears. We'll read in the light. Something so wrong ends up feeling so right. I just can't help myself. Why am I here tonight?
Hear how the dry vocal stays up front while the huge, glorious shimmer sits right behind it. You now have that secret recipe for that massive, glowing vocal texture. But this is just one piece of the production puzzle. If you're ready to stop relying on quick fixes and start mastering the entire music production workflow from arrangement to final mix, We have hundreds of hours of step-by-step tutorials waiting for you. To check them out and transform the way you produce, just visit streamworksaudio.com. And before you go, drop a comment. What's the biggest challenge you face when mixing vocals?